Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-April 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Welcome, fellow Geminis. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on this month. Sorry, the cat is here to say hello to you. Additionally, if you have not done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and when you'll be notified when I post videos in the future, and I do typically do a couple Gemini videos a month. With that being said, let's go and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. In column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's coming through the month of April, so through the end of April. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in our 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a healing crystal, and a healing note. Let's see here, summary card for what's wrapping up and coming to a close for you, Gemini. We have the card stretch. When we have to stretch, it just in general makes things a little bit more complicated. I feel like you've been stretching or reaching to accomplish the things you hope to accomplish these last few weeks. So in general, things maybe were a little bit more challenging. But let's see what messages I have for you here. Let's see what we can clarify up. The first card that we have is the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is making a choice or having to weigh your options. You see this person is holding 2 different things and they're kind of weighing the options between the 2. So likely the last few weeks you've been having to weigh options, or there could have been a decision that you had to make, Gemini. The next card that we have is the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance, harmony, patience, self-control. The nice thing about this is I feel like there has been new balance for you, even though you may have been stretching a little bit further than usual lately, Gemini. There does seem to be a new balance that happened these last few weeks. The next card that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana deck. It is a card of new beginnings, taking chances, new path, new adventure. The Fool is a good card to have anywhere in the deck or anywhere in the reading. So likely a new beginning of some sort for you. Let's see what messages we have though. Let's see if we can clear up this row a tiny bit. The first card that we have is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is a great card. It's wishes coming true. It's material abundance. It's good health. It is paired on top of that 2 of Pentacles, which is having to multitask or weigh options. It doesn't really matter if you're multitasking, weighing options, made a decision. This is saying whatever you want, you can have. You could be weighing options like, is option A better or is option B better, Gemini? But truth behold, both are going to be what you want. Either or is going to serve you well. So just keep that in mind. You can't do wrong, I guess, is what I'm saying there. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card, Queen of Pentacles is a card of being very resourceful. So this is a card of good money too, and it is on top of the Temperance card. So I would say that some of you have some new money balance that maybe you haven't had recently, Gemini, so that's good news. The Queen of Pentacles is also a card of fertility, so there could have been some baby news for some of you in the last few weeks. Then at the bottom we have the 2 of Pentacles again. Again, this is that weighing of options, having to make a choice, multitasking. And with the Fool, again, you can't go wrong no matter what you decide to do. Like, this new path is going to be equally brilliant whether you pick A or B, Gemini. So if you did make a decision and you're not sure that you did the right thing, just know that you did do the right thing. You couldn't go wrong there. So now we're going to take a look at our next column, which is a message from how we are going to end the month of April. So general look at April through the end of month. We have the card Alliance. So you could be coming across a new alliance here in the next few weeks, but let's see what messages we've got. The first card that we have is the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. I see this card a lot when we're overly focused on something. So we are going to clarify this message, but in general, Gemini, I would take this kind of as a warning to not have devil attributes towards anything. Don't be greedy, don't be envious, materialism, don't obsess over anything. Again, of course, we will clarify, but try not to overdo anything, any one thing this through the end of April. The next card that we have is the Ten of Cups. Those of you that know, this is my favorite card in the entire deck. It is like the card of everything. We have all the cups, a full rainbow. We have a happy couple, kids playing, the grass is green. There's running water, there's a beautiful house in the background. The Ten of Cups, again, is the card of everything. It's family, contentment, total love, and support. It's a really, really wonderful card to have, Gemini. And then at the bottom here, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited, very creative. This is almost like being set free, though. When I see this card, it's like a change where you're now free. Free to be yourself, free to be more creative. Let's see what clarifying messages we have here, though. We have the Tower card to start with. The Tower card is an unwanted change. So the Tower card means that this change is necessary. It's something that needs to happen, but this doesn't always happen the way you wanted it to happen, Gemini. So keep that in mind. So like, let's say maybe you wanted A, B, C to happen and D, E, F happens instead. Just keep in mind that it was meant to happen that way, even though it wasn't how you planned or wasn't exactly what you wanted. I feel like some of you are going to be focusing on this and focusing on the fact that it didn't happen the way you wanted it to happen. So I would, again, just kind of err on the side of caution and give you the warning is to not give too much attention to any one thing. Even this change, if it's not quite who you wanted, what you wanted, whatever it is leading to this really wonderful place. Only good cards below it, so it was the right thing still, Gemini. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-paced card, a very fast-paced lifestyle change. You see both the horse and rider on this card are moving quite quickly. There's going to be some sort of lifestyle change that unlocks this everything, this total love, total support, total happiness for you. Then we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a very romantic card. It's a card of partnership, proposal, marriage. Some of you could be getting engaged, could be getting married. This could be a new love interest for some of you as well. That's very freeing, setting you free to be creative, but really strong love energy at the bottom there as well. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything we associate with money. The first card that we have is the Magician card. The Magician card is a good card to have anywhere in the spread. This is turning visions into reality. It's inspired action. This is a card. We have the cup, the pentacle, the wand, the sword. This is the card of everything. You have one of everything. So endless ability. You can create whatever you want as it relates to career and money, Gemini. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. This is a card of teamwork, commerce, expansion. Always love a commerce card in the money column. So overall, a good money card. But I do feel like teamwork is going to be important for some of you. So you could be relying on some on your coworkers or your bosses or your peers going into the end of April. For some of you, this is going to be an expansion of your business as well. Especially if you own your own business or run a business. It feels like business is growing. Then at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very self-sufficient and very honest. I do feel like you'll be doing a lot for yourself. So as you rely on people, you're still going to be holding it down on your own, Gemini. But this is also a reminder to be totally honest. So if there are things that other people can help with, or if you're not feeling good about something, key is to be honest and be clear here as well. Let's clarify this column and see what other messages I can give you. The first card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it is a card of newness. The Ace of Pentacles, though, is especially wonderful to have in our money column. This is new job, raise, promotion, investment, new income. So really especially good pairing with the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles. Again, that Magician was saying you can have whatever you want. This is saying you can have whatever money, job, career, promotion you want, Gemini. So really good money news. The next card we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change, news coming in. Again, I just feel like this is going to be happening fast. You're going to be getting news. It could be news of this new money, news of this new job, expansion of the business, commerce, so some sort of money news coming this way. Then at the bottom here we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. If you look at this card, this person didn't build a wall around them, but they built more so like a fence, and this fence filters in the good things and leaves out the bad things. So it's really, really good, clear boundaries, Gemini. When we look at that paired with the Queen of Swords, again, the Queen of Swords was being honest, saying when things didn't feel right, if you needed help, didn't need help, again, if things don't feel right. So be very clear, be very honest, and make sure you have good boundaries this month. Now we're going to move into our next column, which is anything related to love. So think family, friends, relationships, children, anything love. The first card that we have in this column is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving or receiving help. I do feel like it is a very generous card. I feel like, Gemini, you're going to be doing extra for somebody going into the end of April. Like it could be a family, friend, or like partner, but it seems like you'll be doing a little bit extra for somebody. We're going to clarify that and see, but I feel like you will be the generous one this month, so you'll be the one giving help, Gemini. The next card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. It's working harder, not smarter, but it's being a very hard worker, being very good at the things that you do. I feel like you work very hard for your relationship and your family. Not a bad thing, but this is just reflecting how hard you work, especially because you're like giving extra this month. It's like you really do a lot for your relationship, Gemini, for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones. The next card that we have is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of nightmares, anxiety, grief, depression. You see that there is something bothering this person quite literally to the point where they're sitting up awake in bed. So there's something love related that's bothering you this month, but let's see if we can clarify this column a little bit further. The first card that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It is a card of fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, new adventures, new beginnings. For some reason, some way, somehow, this card of generosity is going to open love doors for you. Take that how it resonates, Gemini. But this is going to lead you to new paths. If you are single, this is like a good reminder too, coming through quite clear, that you like need to take the chance, need to take the opportunity, like go ahead and go for that relationship, even though if you're not completely sure on it, take the plunge. But again, this generosity is leading you to something new as it relates to love, in a really positive manner, I should say too. The next card that we have is the Justice card. The Justice card is a card of cause and effect. It's win-win. So again, this is like leading you to something better, and I'm not quite sure how this is going to happen, Gemini, but I'm going to give you the message because we don't have to know the how of how everything's going to play out. But again, the Eight of Pentacles is working very hard, and then the Justice is saying cause and effect. You're working really hard, so you're going to reap the benefits. So again, your generosity, you're going to reap the benefits. Your hard work, you're going to reap the benefits. So reaping the benefits is my message for you this month, Gemini, or going into the end of April here. Then at the bottom we have the Ace of Wands. And again, anytime we have an Ace card, it is a card of newness. The Ace of Wands specifically is a new project, inspiration, urge to create. So there is something new on the horizon that seems to be bothering you, Gemini. Again, I'm not quite sure what this thing is. Maybe you are worrying about a new relationship. Maybe you're worried about a family member. You're worried about whatever this new thing is. But overall, love looks really good. Again, you're reaping the benefits of all of your hard work, of your generosity, of everything that you've done to this point. So now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. So something to carry into the month of April with you. We have the card dependability. I feel like we were just talking about this in love column, how dependable you are, Gemini. But let's see what messages we get in our fifth column here. The first card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very reliable, very patient, very hardworking. Again, you are all of these things, and that's why you're so dependable. This is absolutely a card of you, Gemini. The next card we have is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of having to make a decision. So I do think that there will be some sort of decision for you. And this decision could be feeling like a compromise. Sometimes the Two of Swords is a compromise card. But we're going to clarify that and see. And then at the bottom we have the Lovers card. This is a card of partnership, deep love. This is also a card of a choice too. So there definitely will be some sort of choice coming on the horizon for you. Let's see if we can clarify any more information about this decision that you need to make, Gem. The first card that we have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card of clarity, making a final decision. So definitely some sort of decision to be made this month, or going into the end of this month, because we only have a few weeks left of April. I do want to put this out here though, Gemini. The Judgment card is always favorable for you. So whatever decision you do make, it's going to be the right decision. It's going to be favorable for you. This is good for like a wake-up call, living your life's purpose, being on your personal quest. All these things that you've been working so hard to get to. The next card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you that have listened to my readings in the past, you know that the Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of good fortune, turning point, good luck. So as you make this decision, you're coming up on a turning point, and this turning point is going to be very meaningful, very valuable for you. Again, you can't go wrong with this decision, and you'll be reaping the benefits of this as well. Then at the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card of a not very good relationship. This is a card of like bullies, theft, violence, abusive relationships. It's interesting because it's paired on top of the Lovers card, so a very good relationship with a not very good relationship. I do think your decision is going to be involving another person. That's the message I have for you, Gemini, with those two cards paired together. Again, though, this decision is going to be very good for you. You'll be reaping the benefits there. Now, at this point in time, I'm going to give the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have these questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the 4 of clubs. This is number 4 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 10 of spades. This is the number 30 card. Number 30 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the 5 of clubs. This is number 33 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, no, yes, Gemini. If you watched our video earlier this month, we did pull a card from the Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of April. Your crystal this month is garnet, which is good for crisis management. It helps solve chaos, helps keep you confident, and helps you own your power. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck because we can all always use more healing. Your note says, when we share joy and happiness, we give 2 of the most powerful healing medicines in the world. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. And again, when you subscribe, it helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. If you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you, Gemini, and have a wonderful rest of your April.